Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sigrid, and today I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I took with me to get signed at Apollycon. If you're not familiar with what Apollycon is, it is a romance book convention that takes place in the Washington, D.C. area, and it's so much fun. It's a ton of people, and the tickets are extremely hard to get, but it's definitely worth every single penny that you spend. Okay, there were a ton of authors there, and I bought a lot of books just to get them signed. I do not recommend doing this. I feel like I have way more fun going to conventions when I just have maybe a decorative book to get signed, and I just purchase the books that I want. It's less anxiety. I feel like I was under a lot of stress to get all of these books signed, planning them, organizing them, taking them there, packing them. It was, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Just either have a cute little book for them to sign and just live in the moment, or just purchase your books there. I would say that would be probably what I would do in the future. I'm still gonna do books, but I'll probably just buy my books from the authors or Barnes and Noble, because that was stressful. Okay, so there were a few books that I did bring that I wasn't able to get signed, so we're going to start with those. First up is the Leviathan Fitness Center. We have 3 books here. I did read book number 1, and I really actually liked it. I love that there's a plus-size heroine. I love that there's fitness representation in here. It was just fun and comedic, and it was silly, and I really did like that. But unfortunately, I was not able to find Ashley Bennett's booth. I don't know if she was moved or she just wasn't there, but nevertheless, I didn't get it signed. Another author that I just didn't see there was Casey Mills. Now, I don't know if she was there and they just moved her booth, but I went to where it was listed and I did not see her. So I think I will be seeing her at a different book signing, so I'm okay with this. This one really hurts a little bit because Penelope Douglas's line did open up on the second day, so I could have very well gotten these signed. There was a 3-book limit on the first day, so I was only able to get 3 books signed. And then the second day, there was no one at the table whatsoever, but I forgot these in my room. I was so certain that I just would not have another chance, and so I was like, I don't want to have to carry these. I need the space. And yeah, it did not work out for me. Another person that I just was not able to see was Nalini Singe. I felt like her line was just always so many people. I'm sure it opened up at one point, but I just didn't see it. I did read Quiet in Her Bones before the convention. I haven't gotten to this one yet, but yeah, I didn't get them signed. The last book that I wasn't able to get signed was Heat Haven by Sarah Blue. I actually ended up reading this, and I don't think Omegaverse is for me, personally. So that was another reason why I was not really pressed to get it signed. But I did take it because I had read it, and I had it. So I was like, might as well get it signed. But I didn't meet Sarah Blue. I got her to sign my yearbook, and I completely forgot that I had a book for her to sign. And so I didn't want to go back, and that's how this ended up not being signed. Okay, so let's get into the books that I did get signed. Once again, I was able to get 3 books signed by Penelope Douglas, but I chose the ones that had the most sentimental value for me. First up, we have the special edition copy of Tris 6 Venom, and I did a TikTok a while back because I had to track this down, and it was actually something that I got in a mystery box. I ordered a ton of mystery boxes from Eternal Embers, hoping to get this because it was such a unicorn for me, and I ended up finding it. It was such a cool video to do. But yeah, this has such sentimental value for it, so I had to get it personalized and signed. Another book that I really loved, I gave this one 5 stars, so I had to get it signed. So this is the first book in the Corrupt series. I think that's what it's called, but I loved it. And then I also got this copy of Tris 6 Venom signed. I actually really just like this book, so I got 3 books signed by Sarah Beth Durst. I got the Everseas trilogy signed. I was able to meet them, and I thought that they were, L.G. Andrews was really cool. I actually was really shocked that I was able to get this series signed because I thought their line would be out the door, and it was, but I was still able to get it signed. Another person that I was very shocked that I was able to see and not only get 3 books signed, but I was able to get my other series signed as well. So happy about that. Another person who was like ticketed and super hard to get. I'm so happy that I was able to get like these books signed. But yeah, I was able to get the new covers of the Bridge Kingdom. I wanted the final book and the old covers signed. I don't know if they will be doing the new book in the old cover, which sucks because I have the old covers. I got these 2 books signed. I actually read this one before Apollycon and I really enjoyed it. I did pick up these 3 books by Denise Williams before, so I got these signed. I picked up these 2 books by M.L. Preston. I thought the covers look really interesting, so I'm excited to read those. I found these 3 books by J.R. Ward at a thrift store shortly before Apollycon, and I was thinking, oh wow, let me get these signed. Maybe I'll check it out. And then I discovered that this series is actually a 20+ book series, and I am not even sure if these are like, I don't know what number they are, but it's not number 1. So I did take them to get signed, and I absolutely am obsessed with J.R. Ward. She is the coolest person ever. Like, just look her up. Look at the speeches that she's done. Look on her social media, and you can see why I'm just like, oh my God, I love you. For some reason, I have 2 of these books, and I got both of them signed, and I ended up getting the sequel. I ended up getting this series by Elizabeth Everett and getting it signed. I met Abigail Owens at the Imaginarium Festival, I think last year. So this was like returning to get more stuff. So this is the other series that I haven't read from her. But it was so excited to meet her again, and she actually took my information down for some reason. I think she said she wanted to like send me an ARC or something and keep in contact, but that was really, really cool. She remembered me from Imaginarium. But yeah, I got this signed as well, and it actually came with, they actually put like a little quote that is for this book, which I thought was cool. I took a copy of Quicksilver with me, but it ended up getting damaged here, which is no big deal. But I ended up purchasing a second copy at the Barnes & Noble store just because I was like, I just want a really good copy on my bookshelf. So I got this one, and I don't know if I'm going to do it the second one, but I got it signed either way. Another person that I'm absolutely obsessed with is Amanda Boucher. I ended up getting the Kingmaker Chronicles series. So I had book 1 already on my shelf, and then I saw someone selling the set for a really incredible price on Mercari. So I bought this. So now I do have 2 of book 1. But I ended up winning an ARC of her next book at Apollycon, and I was so excited. Like, you guys, I love her. She's so cool. I ended up binging this entire series before Apollycon, and I had like a very unpopular opinion in that I felt like one of the male characters should have ended up with a different character. And I did share that with Nikki St. Crow when I met her, and she said that she agreed. Although it is an unpopular opinion, she does agree with me with that decision. And I was just like, yes, she might even be thinking about doing a spin-off of the character that I said. So you're welcome. This was a special edition of book 2 from, I believe, Mystic Box. It just didn't come signed because I think Mystic doesn't really sign their second books or something, so I just took it to get signed. This is the 3rd book in a series. I got books 1 and 2 signed at previous Apollycons, and so I took this one to get signed. This was the only QB Tyler book that I don't have signed. All of my other editions are signed by her already, so I took this to get signed. It's always a pleasure to like meet QB. She's so nice, and she's so pretty. I had this copy of What You Gonna Do by Avery Flynn, so I got this signed. I picked up this copy of A Court This Cruel and Lonely. I haven't read the series yet, but I heard that it was really good. I did pick up the rest of the series at Apollycon, so I'll go over that in my next section of this video. I really love this cover. I thought that it was so pretty, but I got it signed. I wanted to pick up the rest of the series, but she didn't have the rest of the series at the table. I just think the covers are so pretty. I don't even know what it's about, but Yeah, got it signed. Krista and Becca Ritchie was so adorable. Like, they're twins, and so sometimes when they say certain things, they say it at the same time, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. This Den of Vipers came like right before I left for Apollycon, which was really, really cool. This came out like I think on the 9th, and Apollycon was on the 10th, or it came out the day before. So it came at the very last minute, but this is the newest cover for Den of Vipers. And then I also picked up this one just because, I don't know. You guys know how much I love the Married to Magic series. I did a whole breakdown of all of the different books, a whole review. This is one of the books in the series that I didn't have signed, and I had to get it signed and personalized. I got the Spark of the Everflame series signed by Penn Cole. It was really cool to see her. I actually had to wait until the very last moment to actually see her because her line just stayed booked. So that would be like my #1 tip at Apollycon or any book convention is if you haven't been able to see someone, don't leave. Like, stay until the very last minute because their line might open up and you can probably see them again. I got several books by B.B. Reed, but this is like part of a series. There was one that I actually got twice because I like the alternate cover. This one. So I got the alternate cover and the discrete cover because I thought that it was just so pretty. But I also wanted the set to be complete. So, and the last thing I got signed was my JLA books. I actually got these stamped instead of signed because the line for JLA is always like super long, and I honestly feel like I've met her twice. I don't have to meet her this time, and I know there were some people coming who've never met her. This is their like first convention, so I felt like, why not? I would just rather they have that opportunity than to like wait in the line. Start off with the books that I pre-ordered, meaning I purchased them before I even made it there, and then I just picked them up. The first book that I got was This Beautiful Baby by Sarah Blue. This is the Love in the Veil omnibus series. It has like pink sprayed edges with hearts and I think skeletons. It just looked really, really pretty. And so I had to. And it is signed and personalized to me. Got book 1 in the Prime Mating Agency series by Regine Abel. This is kind of like a monster alien romance kind of thing, but the first book is I Married a Lizard Man, and I ended up getting the hardcover because I think she just didn't remember what I ordered, so she just gave me the hardcover. I don't know why. She also had the paperback. Oh, are those pictures? Oh my gosh, they have pictures in here. That is so cool. And it was cool that she upgraded me to hardcover. We also got an art print here, which I thought was really cool. We got a bookmark, but it's shaped like a you-know-what. And I honestly want to keep this book available. I want to keep this video available for everyone to watch. So I'm just not going to show that. We have another baggie here. The 2 books that I got from them is Mr. on Your Knees by A.C. Arthur. I thought the cover looked really pretty. A lot of these I just purchased based on the cover because I didn't know anything about them. We have Dane. This looks really, really nice. And then we have some like merch items that she threw in. First up, we have a few stickers here. Okay, we have another sticker pack here, and we have some bookmarks and her latest book, which I believe she said has like a scan thing where you can like get the audiobook if I'm not mistaken. She also included a little tumbler that says Unbreakable. I got 2 books from W.S. Greer. I actually met him at a different book conventions and he ended up selling out all of his books. So this time I pre-ordered the ones that I'm interested in. We have the Therapist series. This is like the complete series. I don't know what it's about, but I'm assuming it's like a therapist-patient kind of romance. And then we have this one. Obviously, I got it for the cover. I thought it was really pretty. I'm actually currently reading this and it's really, really good. We got Monarchs of Hell by R.L. Calder. This is another omnibus special edition book. It is so stunning. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And I actually got it signed and personalized. It is just so pretty. Love that. I ended up getting this book by Rachel Renner. It's Gilded Blood. This is another omnibus, and it's still sealed in pack. It comes with a slip case. It was extremely expensive. Let's open it up, actually. Okay. This is how it looks. So beautiful. Look at that hologram. Oh, wow. So pretty. Here are the end papers. It is signed. And this is book 1, the start of book 1. But yeah, it's like 5 books in here, I believe. Really nice. And there's like pictures in here as well. So it was definitely something that's like super high quality, but it's so beautiful. Then I got the Holly Renee, the Veiled Kingdom series. I got it in the pink and white. They also had a pink and black option, which was super hard to choose from. I honestly don't know how I chose. And this was also signed. Okay, and I think those were all of my pre-orders. We're going to get into the things that I purchased while at the event. The first thing is from the Book Sisters. I got there the Bookstagram agenda. This is something that has been sold out on their website for a while, and I remember because I put it on my list and I signed up for their like alert list because it's just been out of stock for a while. It's literally just a planner that lets you like add in your social media stuff too. And we got a bookmark and a sticker with it. I guess I can open it for you too. So this is how it looks. Really nice. This is page 1. We have this page. We have the bookshelf page. A reading tracker. We have that for a while. We have a series tracker. Book mail. So it's like you're keeping track. So it's really good for people who, here's your yearly reading stacks based on like the months and your like amount of stars that you give, the number of books you read, the number of pages. It's a good way to keep up with everything. It has like a list for pretty much anything you would want to keep track of. A monthly reading log here. Just a really nice book. If you guys want, I could do like a flip through in a different video where it's like designated with that. I don't want to spend too much time talking about it here. The other thing that I got was this book. I saw it and I thought it was the most prettiest book ever. It was so interesting. This is the Slip series. This was only 30 bucks, which in my opinion was a really good price for like such a good quality book. It was, I just like the edges too. I don't really know what it is, but for a complete collection of series, like I think that was a really good price. And it has to have something to do with dinosaurs in here. And let's see, she also included some merch. 2 of the things I cannot show because they are shaped and have a different purpose, but one thing does vibrate, I will say that. We also got a little thing, a little pamphlet with like some free books on it, so I don't want to show that. It's really cool. Here are some books that I did pick up from just booths. We have the second book in the Elements of Ethereum novel. I actually picked up the first book at Imaginarium Book Festival, and so I got the second one when I saw her this time. I picked this book up from Doree McCoy. It looked really interesting. I picked up this series from Jamie Applegate Hunter. I've actually heard good things about this series, and she gave me a discount on the bundle. I think it was like 30, 35, 25, not sure. Had to pick up Nikki Sloan's latest book. It just came out. I got this really cute book by Mia Heitzelman. I thought it was really, really pretty. I picked this up at Barnes & Noble, and this was actually 50% off. So this book was like $8. And my biggest regret is not going back to Barnes & Noble and getting some of the other books that were half off. Picked up the rest of the Stacey Stark series. We have this book, and this book. I brought book 1 to get signed, and so I was just like, let me just get the rest of them. I also picked up this book by Sarah Blue. I really love the cover. Have no idea what it's about, but I think it was like $15, so I thought it was a good deal. Actually ended up getting a book. I think this was actually a pre-order as well. So it came wrapped, and it was so pretty. So let me open it. It has my name on it, so I know it's a pre-order. Okay, yes, this was a pre-order. It's Live, Laugh, Lurk by Elsie Winters. I just really like the cover. I have no idea what this is about. I think it's like a monster romance, but it's signed. I ended up picking up these 2 books. I think they were also a bundle discount. And the way they were describing it to me, it sounded really interesting, so thought I'd pick it up. This was a $10 paperback, which is the first time I've ever seen that. And so I had to pick it up. Even if it's bad, $10 is an amazing deal for a book, so cool. This was a special edition that I got as a splurge. It was the very last one that she had, and she was like, oh, this might be the last copy ever. So I was like, oh, that's a lot of pressure. I have to get this as a special edition lover. So this is by S.M. Nacosta, and it's called Milk. These are the edges. Stunning. Oh my gosh. I had to look at the hearts. He's so cute. And it is signed. So that is really, really cool. Oh, wow. Okay, so, this is cool. So this is actually Morning Glory Milking Farm, which I am aware of, and it's another book, but it's their tandem read. So it's like a special edition of her, like, oh, that is so cool. So I'm assuming it's like they're different perspectives. I got another book set from Holly Renee. There was a discount for buying the 3 books. So I got this. The foiling is just incredible on it. I had to get it. I also picked this up from Becca Westrup. I just thought it was so cute. Apparently this is a sapphic, like, Santa Claus romance. Arcane Society gave us a special edition book for JLA. They gave us book 2, which was a really good move because they knew people like me were going to be hunting down books 1 and 3. And they were also having they also had a special event where they sold the rest. And so I did pick those up. So we have Wicked, which is right here. And we have Brave. So let's open these up. Here's Wicked. It's a back cover. Okay, let's see how the insides look. This is it. Naked cover here. And it's actually not signed. I didn't know that. I completely just blanked and I didn't get it signed at all. This is the reverse dust jacket. It is okay. I will get it signed at my next Apollycon, which I will be going for sure. And then we have Brave. So this is in papers. Let's see. Oh, look at that naked cover. Interesting. Okay, this one's also not signed. And we have a reversible dust jacket. It's really cool. I was on the very last day of the convention today, Sunday. I was at brunch and I saw that an author had posted in the Facebook group that she was in the lobby and she was selling off her books at a huge discounted rate. And she showed a picture of this book. And so she was like, it's 40% off. You know, whoever can come and do it. So I just went there after brunch and I got the very last copy. So this is what happened when you put in a pre-order and then you don't pick it up. They have to sell it at a loss. So just letting you guys know that. So it's very important if you do a pre-order, you have to make sure that you keep track and pick it up. It did come signed. And we also got some art. This is foiled, but it's really, really pretty. And then we have this. If you go to a book convention, you sometimes end up getting a bunch of free books, okay? This video is going to be about all of the books that I got for free at Apollycon, or included in my ticket, if you want to be technical. All right, tons of books, and some of them fell behind me, so let's get into this. So before I get started, I did get a few duplicate books, and I will be gifting them to my friend if she wants them, and if not, then I'll probably do giveaways for them. The first book we got was Alistair Bacchus Hill Boys. This is by Dahlia Rose. Very nice. Another sealed one. The next one we got is A Curse of Scales and Flame by Max Walker. Winter Orbit by Everina Maxwell. Sex, Lies, and Sensibility. Super excited about this. Heart of Defiance by Eva Chase. This actually came in our Primal bag. I was going to get it signed, but I actually ended up never seeing Eva Chase. Spiral by Bal Capra. Backhanded Compliments by Katie Chandler. When I Picture You by Sasha Lawrence. Love on the Byline by Zal Axelrod. We got 2 copies of Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. So some of these books I actually picked up just walking to my room from the brunch because people must have ran out of space, and so they decided to just hide them around in like plain sight. So I found 2 on my way back to my hotel room. So we have The One I Didn't See Coming by Piper Rain. This, I believe, was in the Primal bag as well. Yeah. We have Cross My Heart by Roxy Sloan, also in the Primal swag bag. Love on the Byline. Actually, don't remember where, but this one is signed. Only in Your Dreams by Ellie K. Wilde. This was in my brunch bag. P.S. I Hate You. I think this was at the Masquerade after party. This was also at the Masquerade after party, and I'm so excited to have gotten this. This was definitely on my wish list, and I didn't have a copy of this. We have Saddle Up Cowboy. This is the Cold Boy Cowboy series by Sadie Renee. Really, really cool. We have another copy of Alistair by Dahlia Rose. I actually got this in my Primal swag bag, but when I went to get it signed, she was trying to emboss it, and she tore the page. So she ended up giving me a different book because she was like, she felt so bad for destroying the first one. So she ended up giving me this one, which is actually the completed series, I think. So it's actually like an upgrade, and she signed this, and she said that I could just give this away to someone. I ended up scoring an Amanda Boucher arc, and I'm so excited. So I saw her. I knew that she was going to be doing an arc at her table. She said she had a few for people who were like super fans or whatever, and I would consider myself a super fan as someone who has the entire series. And that was her qualification. Either you had read it or you had the series. And so she said each time the signing starts, she would have some ARCs to give away. And so I asked on the Friday signing, and she said she'd already given away all of them. But if I came back on Saturday, bright and early, if I was one of the first 15 people, I would get an ARC. I was one of the first 15 people in that door, okay? When you put your minds to something, I'm so excited. This came in my Primal bag. I think I actually got it signed. Yes, I got it signed too. This one I'm excited about. I don't think I have the paperback for this. I think I have a special edition, so it's really good that I have a paper copy now to read. This came from the After Party event, so I love that. We got this in our Primal bag. It's a special edition of book 2 in a JLA series. We also got another JLA special edition book. This is The Return. It's really nice and foiled. I didn't get any of my JLA books signed physically. I got it stamped, which to me, same thing. We also got the a special edition of Born of Blood and Ash by JLA. Really, really beautiful, beautiful copy. This is another one that I got stamped, but it's so pretty. Look at those end papers. Wow. Stunning. And then we got A Shadow in the Embers by JLA. I think this came in, I think we got this at the coronation. I actually don't remember. Which I also stamped. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got this at the coronation. Okay, and that's everything. Those are all of the books that I got for free. Yes, those are all of the books that I got for free at Apollycon this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try my best to go back next year. Tickets are always insane to get, but if you are interested, I highly, highly recommend this convention. It's so fun. You get to meet so many different people, and there's so many different events. It is exhausting, I will say that, definitely, but it's worth every single penny. You're definitely going to get things like this. It's so fun. You're meeting like some of the people that you probably read. It's just a once a year event that I would highly recommend. Yeah, so that's everything that I have today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.